Eco Money on Money FM 89.3.
Welcome 2024. A new year, a new opportunity to better understand what climate change might mean to you, your business and your investments. As Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong recently shared during his New Year message, climate change will pose major challenges for every country and that we're already feeling its effects. PM Lee added that Singapore needs to adapt to and prepare for rising temperatures and sea levels and transition our economy to net zero carbon emissions, and this will be costly and demanding. Now, the end of 2023 saw the dust settle on COP28, and as Simon Steele, the Executive Secretary of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, put it, COP28 delivered some genuine strides forward.
COP28 delivered some genuine strides forward, tripling renewables and doubling energy efficiency. A framework for the global goal on adaptation, operationalizing the loss and damage fund, and making an initial down payment. At every stage, climate action must strive forward, side by side, with human development, dignity, and opportunity. There will be reams of analysis of all the initiatives announced here in Dubai. They are a climate action lifeline, not a finish line. Now, all governments and businesses need to turn these pledges into real economy outcomes without delay.
So what do you need to look out for in the year ahead when it comes to sustainable business? And what events do you need to have on your radar this year? Well, let's start off by taking a look at investment themes. Allianz Global Investors states that pragmatism is the watchword when it comes to the topics that may shape sustainable investing this year. The global investment management firm has highlighted 5 themes for the year ahead. We'll start off with the first, and that's a political agenda, and that it could pack a delayed punch. Allianz says this is because the coming year will see elections in 40 countries that together account for 41% of the global population and 42% of global GDP. As such, the political resonance of the climate topic could peak in 2024 as nations grapple with economic and cost of living challenges. Next on their list is that we're looking at a transition from climate change to climate impact. They say this is amid the divisions that we're seeing on the political front. Allianz adds that it's likely to shift from a distant 2050 concept to a nearer-term priority. And I like this one, number 3. They say ESG is dead, long live ESG 2.0. Allianz anticipates that this greater appreciation of risk materiality will trigger a revived and significantly refined return of ESG. Lastly, they add that we're likely to see a greater regulation of transition, as well as the need to invest in climate technologies in the search for solutions with impact. Meanwhile, MUFG highlights the current trilemma that many corporates are and will continue to face. We're talking about growth, profitability, and sustainability. MUFG says that there are 3 areas emerging that should now be prioritized in the scaling conundrum: building up resilient supply chains, addressing an emerging skills gap, and a more holistic approach to financing and investment. And so from investment to business focus, lastly, what events should you look out for in the year ahead? Well, there are many, but here are a few key dates to keep in your diary. We'll start off in February, and we've got the World ESG Summit that's taking place in Saudi Arabia. In April, staying in the Middle East, we've got ADNEC with the World Future Energy Summit that's taking place in April in Abu Dhabi. Climate Week, of course, in New York in September, and last but not least, COP29, which is going to take place this year in November in Azerbaijan. In the coming weeks, Eco Money will be taking a deeper dive into key ESG trends such as investing in the energy transition, EV price wars, and the latest climate tech trends investors need to know about. As always, if there are topics that you would like us to take a closer look at, drop us a text or WhatsApp on 88550893. Wishing you a wonderful start to the new year. Signing out for now, I'm Rachel Kelly, and you've been listening to Eco Money on Money FM 89.3.